anybody met you here, I'm just going through the nuts and bolts of logging out of Instagram and logging in as Fit to Go Dublin. Hi, that's Celine I can see watching. Whoever I can see watching. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to go live with the yoga in 1 minute, so I hope that we're all ready. I'm trying to remember how to go live on Instagram. Swiping left from the top of my feed. There we go. Live! Yay! So, welcome everybody. We're going to go ahead and start off lying down into child's pose. So, coming onto the hands and the knees, bringing the big toes together and taking the knees apart, and then just sliding the hips right back toward the heels, and dropping the head. And for those of you who are just joining, welcome. We're starting off in child's pose. And I'm Deirdre, and I'm happy to guide you through this here today. Starting with the big toes together, the knees apart. And as you arrive into whatever space you're in, just starting to tune in with the breathing. Come on up to the fingertips and close your eyes. Just give yourself a little sway there from side to side. A really slow motion, reaching into the side of the ribcage, into the side of the waist like a big cat. Purring. You can even make a little purr if you would like. And a couple more big swoops from side to side. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, sweep across. Another inhalation. And then exhaling, just settle yourself right down in the middle for a few breaths. And let your arms rest down, let your head rest down. And a few moments here in child's pose. So feeling the breath opening all the way down into the belly. Imagining like you've got gills on the sides of your rib cage and you're just inhaling, like directly opening into the breath, and then as you exhale, just like fall down out of the sky. Everything releases, relaxes, like you enter the ground, permeate the ground like rain. And a big open inhalation, like a gust of wind. And then, exhaling, relax right down. And we'll take a few moments here still to receive the ground through all of your downward facing surfaces. That is all of the skin. My head is up, but your head should be down, your forehead should be on the ground. We just slow right down. Hi, Denny. Hi, Julie McGovern. Hi, everybody. And just feeling the buoyancy of the inhalation opening into the back body, like all the way down to the kidney area, all the way down through the back of the pelvis. And the exhalation, drop right down through your bones, right down through all of your soft tissue. The face kind of hangs forward, the eyes release forward into the eyelids. The mouth gets more full, the lips expand, the forehead expands, the scalp releases. Releasing across the temples. The back of the neck, feel the whole sort of mountain range curve of the shape of your spine. The sort of soft dip at the back of the neck, the opening of the thoracic spine, and the downward curve of the lumbar. The breath opening all the way down to the pelvis. And it's raining right down. And let's take a few full exhalation. We'll take a couple lion's breaths here. So we're going to stick our tongues out. It looks like this. Eyes crossed. Good, clean fun. So maybe come back up to your fingertips. Inhale. With the exhalation, it's a full mouth all the way open, tongue out, eyes crossed, eyes all the way open. Another inhalation, like a purging exhalation. And one more inhale broadly. And exhale, empty out, pull back to your tummy. And then we'll inhale up to the hands and the knees. So hands are shoulder width apart. Step back a little bit, spread your fingers, press into the fingertips. Let's actually start with a little finger splits today. So we will get moving, fear not. Little finger splits, try to catch your pinky fingers, your baby fingers, and then pull in onto the thumb. So you're making a 180-degree line between your pinky, your baby finger, and your thumb. And then opening up from the ring finger to the thumb, try to get again a 180-degree line. And then the middle finger. And then the index finger. Little finger splits. A little bit more for the hands. We're going to come onto the fingers. Standing down with the heels of the hands onto the fingers and then steamrolling, pulling back one knuckle at a time and then forward one knuckle at a time. Backward and forward, backward and forward. And then coming back closer to your knees and just giving your hands a little walk. And slow right down and let your spine drift. And the action, simple as it is, the action is the very opposite of automatic. So really filling out what you're doing, really feeling through what you're doing. Feeling kind of the animal of the body in the space. Whatever space you are in, so you're in relation to the space, like through your skin, through your insides, through your joints, through your brain. So you can relax. And we're just looking around through the torso now, so sort of rolling through the shoulders, curling up into it. Sides of the waist can lengthen. You're almost listening to it like you would hear a yawn. Excuse me. And then we're going to walk both hands over to the right. And crawl your fingertips away. And lengthen back. And practice charging up your body energetically like you would charge up a battery. Again, like make your body listen, make your body hum. And then over to the other side. Both hands over to the left. And the right hip slightly drawing back. And the breath happening. And all things firing. And in the midst of it all, it's very calm and we're breathing. And then we come back again. And let's just walk the arms straight out center. We're going to open the armpits. Walk your hands, a big inhalation. Hips are still up, knees are underneath the hips. And then exhaling, like yawn your armpits down toward the ground. And breathe there. Play with the docking action. Slide the shoulders, the outer edge of the armpit down toward your waist. Let that help to drop the sternum open. And interact with your breath. Inhale, back up to the hands and the knees, spread your fingers. And we'll come right up into downward dog. So hands are shoulder width apart. The fingers, they are spreading. The wrist creases straight across. Toes to the ground. Hips slide up and back. And go ahead and drop your head. And have a little wriggle, move around. And find your breath. And might feel kind of watery internally. So you're just letting your hips glide around, you're letting the knees glide a little bit, the heels are releasing, the ankles are gliding. Relax the brain, lift your hips. And then exhaling, we'll soften the knees and look up. With the inhalation, step, hop, or skip. Bring the feet lightly up toward the hands. Feet come to hip width apart, lift the chest. And then exhaling, go ahead and drop the head. And dangle your head like a cannonball. Inhaling, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, curl right in over the legs. Belly lifts up a little bit, hips are light. Inhaling, again, swing your head forward, like a ball at the end of a chain. Exhale, curl in. And one more inhale. Sides of the neck long, shoulders down the back, and exhale. And then inhaling, we'll soften the knees, smoothly roll all the way up. Both arms come up as we get to the top. Exhaling, taking the hands down by the sides. And just spending a few moments there. Go tall and long. Lift up through the pelvic floor, lift up through the lower belly. And we'll come into my perennial favorite, Utkatasana flow. So standing feet hip width apart, with the inhalation smoothly through the space, both arms coming all the way up. Lighten up out of the hips, feel the space you move through. Exhaling, soften the throat, soften the shoulders, roll through the wrists. Bring the hands right around onto the small of the back. Inhale, fountain up out of the feet, lift the chest, elbows back. Exhaling, folding over bent knees. The fingers interlace the arms, carve through the space. Go ahead and take an extra breath here. Knees are soft. Again, like beam your body open. Inhaling, arms like clockwork. Sweeping back up again, the knees bend. Utkatasana. And then exhaling, folding forward. And lifting the hips. To twist, soften the left knee, take the left hand across to the right leg, foot or floor, and then open through the right arm. Exhaling smoothly, swap sides, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, and fingers. Exhale, drop the head. Inhaling to dive up, arms dive right up. Exhale, hands down by the sides. Again, really feel the space you move through. We'll do it 4 more times. Inhaling, surge up out of the ground. Exhale, roll through the wrists, articulate the joint, keep the heart open. Inhale, lift up out of the hips, elbows back. Exhaling, over bent knees, fingers interlace, carve through the space. Inhaling, sweep back up. Utkatasana, and exhaling, folding all the way over and lifting the hips. The right arm goes up to twist. It's almost hypnotic, like real steady pace. Exhaling, swap sides, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, and fingers. Exhale, drop the head to relax the brain. Inhaling, diving up, arms dive right up. Exhale, hands by the sides. I'll go 3 more times, a little bit faster. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, roll through the wrists, soft throat. Inhale, fountain right up. Exhaling, over bent knees, fingers interlace, drop the head. Inhaling, sweep up. Exhaling, slip right over. The right arm goes up to twist. Back popped. Exhale, swap sides, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers. Exhale, drop the head. Inhaling, diving up, arms dive right up. Exhale, hands by the sides. Twice more. Inhale, both arms. Exhale, roll through the wrists, maybe reverse prayer. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhaling, over bent knees, carve through the space. Inhaling, swing up, catch the breath. Exhaling, slip over. Right arm goes up to twist, unfurl. Exhaling, swap sides, shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers. Exhale, drop the head. Inhaling, diving up, arms step right up. Exhale, hands by the sides. And one last one, Utkatasana flow. Inhale. Reach, reach. Exhale. Like your superpower is very heightened sensitivity. Inhale up through the chest. Exhale over bent knees. Try to feel everything. Inhale, swing up. Exhale, fold over. Right arm goes up to twist. Exhale, swap sides. Exhale, drop the head. Now this time, with the inhalation, we're going to lift the chest and look up, plant the hands to the ground, take the legs back, and we're going to lower down through chaturanga. So go ahead, and if you're lifting your knees here, it's okay to put them to the ground, but if you're lifting your knees, go ahead and slide your heels forward. Bend your elbows so your elbows stay nicely stacked over your wrists. Inhale, roll to the tops of the feet, lift the knees, the hips, and the heart, upward dog. And exhale into downward dog. And find your breathing. Look around through it, close your eyes. Let me just close that door here. Breathe. And we're going to continue to move. So inhaling, we'll take the right leg up to three-legged dog. Reach, 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 reach. Exhaling, step the right foot up between the two hands. Inhaling, we're going to take the tailbone in, take the tummy in. Both arms come all the way up. With the exhalation, go for the ground. So like sink right down, tap your back knee, inhale. Exhaling, we're going to sweep the hands back and slide the hips back. Sort of reach, claw your way up into the air behind you. Inhaling, sweep it back forward again. And exhaling, gently, gently through the space, sweeping around the back. I'm just going to swap back that way again. Inhaling, forward and up. Exhaling, glide it right back. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, glide it right back. One more, inhale, forward and up. You might even lift that back knee. Exhaling, hands to the ground. Right leg goes up and through, three-legged dog. Exhaling, right foot to the ground. Downward dog, or if you need a more vigorous practice, coming through chaturanga. Up dog. And downward dog. And reposition the hands, shoulder width apart. Always double check hands and feet. Breathe. Release the jaw, release the eyes. Inhaling, left leg goes up, three-legged dog. And roll it right open. Exhaling, step the left foot all the way up between the two hands. Take the back knee to the ground. Inhaling, the torso comes up. No, we're not going to take the back knee to the ground. Come all the way up. Both arms come up. Inhale. And then exhaling, a nice slow sink to the ground. Fold the elbows. Inhale there. Dock your knees in. And then exhaling, sweep, slide back. Inhale, like a wave rolling through. Exhaling, drape, slide back. Inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, glide. Inhale, forward. Exhale, glide. Inhale, forward. And then both hands to the ground. Left leg goes up and through, three-legged. And exhaling to downward dog. And release the jaw, relax your brain. Interact with your breathing. Again, double checking there, the hands are shoulder width apart, the feet are hip width apart, 10 toes spread and wide. It's sutura. And then exhale, soften the knees and look up. Inhaling, step, hop or skip. Feet toward the hands, lift the heart. Exhale, drop the head. Inhaling and diving up, arms start right up, fist it back. Exhale, hands by the sides. We'll keep going, inhaling both arms up. Exhale, fold the elbows, fold the hips. Inhale, lift the chest and look up. Exhaling, hands to the ground, legs go back, we lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhale into downward dog. Inhaling, the right leg goes up, three-legged dog. Exhaling, the right foot up between the two hands. Inhaling, the torso comes up, both arms come up. Excuse me, with the exhalation, we're going to come into standing splits. So let's swing the fingertips forward, cast off the back foot, reach the left toes up, drop your head, inhale, exhale, and then inhale all the way back up again to crescent lunge, so like kind of timber through the body. Exhale, go for the ground. Inhaling, right leg up and through, three-legged dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Left leg goes up, three-legged. Exhaling, left foot up between the two hands. Inhaling, the torso comes up, both arms up. Exhaling, glide it forward, swing the arms, drop the head. Left leg, or right leg up in the air. And then back up again, soften the left knee, timber. Inhale up. Exhaling, go for the ground. Tap the back knee down, two hands down. Left leg up and through. And exhale, downward dog. And everything you know about downward dog, hands are shoulder width apart, wrist creases parallel to the top of the mat. Try to spread the weight forward out of the wrists. So you're aiming for the base of the index finger and the thumb. Feeling the length of the fingers on the ground. We're just going to do that exact same thing one more time. Try to do it lightly. So you're never like bulldozing your way into it. You're more like, I'm a fairy. So float your right leg up, inhale. Exhaling, swing your right foot up between your two hands. Inhaling, torso comes all the way up, both arms come all the way up. Exhaling, glide. Standing splits. Inhale, back up again. Exhale, go for the ground. Inhaling, right leg up and through. Exhaling, downward dog. Inhaling, left leg goes up. Exhaling, left foot up between the two hands. Inhaling, torso comes up, both arms come up. Exhaling, standing splits. Inhale, back up again. Exhale, go for the ground. Inhaling, left leg up and through. Exhaling, downward dog. Optional here, vinyasa. Inhale, shoulders forward. Exhaling, chaturanga, push up. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward dog. And breathe. Again, as always, check in with your hands, check in with your feet. Shoulder width apart, hip width apart, respectively. I know I said we're going to do that one more time, but what I actually meant was we're going to do it at least one more time. So we're just going to do it one more other time. But I don't have the coronavirus, don't worry. Inhaling, right leg goes up, three-legged. Exhaling, right foot up between the two hands. Inhaling, the torso comes up, both arms come up. Exhaling, glide out. Inhaling all the way back up, sweep the arms. Exhale for the ground. Inhaling, right leg up and through, three-legged. Exhaling, downward dog. Inhaling, left leg goes up, three-legged. Exhaling, left foot up between the two hands. Inhaling, torso comes up. Exhaling, sweep. Inhale, back up again. Exhaling, go for the ground. Inhaling, left leg up and through. Exhaling, downward dog. Again, if you'd like a more vigorous practice, inhale, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhaling to downward dog. And breathe. And push through the hands and lengthen through the hips. And stay really interested. Exhaling, then soften the knees and look up. Inhaling, step, hop, or skip the feet toward the hands, lift the heart. Exhale, drop the head. Inhaling, diving up, arms dive right up. Exhale, hands by the sides. And we're just going to stand for a couple of moments, mountain pose. Feel the way you're standing in relation to the very center of the planet, like you're a needle straight up on top of yourself. Awareness all the way down. At the same time, awareness of the room that you're breathing in and your interaction with the atmosphere of the room. And by extension, like your interaction with the atmosphere just outside of your room, just outside of your house. Your neighborhood, your town, your country, surrounding land, ocean, the universe. Inhaling, we'll take both arms up. Exhaling, go ahead and take both hands back down, bend the left knee and reach the left foot into the hand. I'm going to hop a little bit over this side, you can see better. A couple of moments there, half dancer. Lift up out of that standing hip, pull yourself together in the lower tummy and breathe. Sometimes I teach ballet and I'm like, pull yourselves together. Great fun. Inhaling, right arm up. Exhaling, kick that left foot back against the hand. And you can spin your palm up and be like, I am offering you my best dancer pose, the most exuberant offering that I can possibly muster at this moment. Breathe, go light, go round, inhale. With the exhalation, we're going to slide the left leg and both arms forward, left arm forward. Like you're serving your foot on a platter. And sweep it back and just a little shake out. And both feet to the ground, other side. Inhaling, both arms up. Exhaling the right foot to the right hand. And again, breathe, knees close together, lift up out of the hips. Heart is soft, shoulders are down, spine is alert. It's like you can lift everything in front of the spine. Like the spine is quite deep in the body. You want to lift up, kind of into the spine. So you're continually functioning up out of that left foot. Inhaling, the arm goes up. And then exhaling, kick the foot against the hand. And again, you can spin that palm up. And find your breathe in. Try to drop the right side waist forward. Release both shoulders. Inhale. And then exhaling, we'll slide that right foot all the way forward like it's going down a slide. I lost my balance. And then again, just let it shake out. And repositioning feet on the ground. Inhaling, both arms up. Exhaling, right arm on top of the left arm. Kind of crawl your fingertips around. Inhaling, take the left knee up. And then exhale, so you can come to Garudasana. You might need to use your arms to guide the left leg over the right leg. And corkscrews around. And we practice tightening in here. So like everything goes in toward the center line. The inner thighs are reaching back. The sits bones are getting wider and we're squatting. And we're breathing. And we're compressing. Reach into your upper back. We're going to unfurl into warrior three. So inhale. And exhale, just let it all sweep open. Left leg is back, hands to the sides. Float out into the space around you. Breathe. Utkatasana, inhaling. Fingertips sweep down. Left foot in by the right foot. And we're going to slide the heels back, slide the hips back rather. Exhaling. Let's come into a little tricky bakasana between the sides. So just bringing the hands right down to the ground. Spread the palms. Slide your knees up into your armpits and see if you can get your toes up off the ground. Rule number 1 of arm balancing is to make sure that the elbows are over the wrists. Rule number 2 of arm balancing is to lift your feet. Breathe. Lift your ribs, lift your hips. And then feet back to the ground. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Breathe there. Inhaling, we'll sweep Back up again. And exhaling, hands down by the sides. Inhaling, both arms up. Exhaling, take the left arm on top. Curl your fingertips around, squish in. Right leg comes up. And so you can snake your right toes around. And again, we practice compressing. Like hug right down into it. Hug your tummy back. Breathe. And then opening it out, unfurl. Warrior 3, take time, grow into it. Your arms and legs streaming away from the body. Like you are ley lines energetically crisscrossing the earth. I think that's from the world of fantasy. Bring the right foot in by the left foot. Sweep your fingertips, Utkatasana. Exhale, bring the hips back a little bit more, lift the tummy, keep breathing. And then exhaling all the way over. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhaling, hands to the ground, downward dog or child's pose if you need a little break, or chaturanga. Maybe back up into plank. Chaturanga. Maybe back up into plank. One more chaturanga. Maybe back up into plank. And then chaturanga. And the magic of upward dog. Inhale. And exhale. Downward dog. And I have to blow my nose, excuse me. There we are, downward dog. Let's come into just one more standing series. So let's inhale, the right leg goes up, three-legged. Exhaling, step the right foot all the way up between the two hands. Inhaling, tummy comes in, torso floats up, both arms come all the way up. With the exhalation, we're going to go for warrior 2. So lift your hips a little bit, drop that left heel in, land on it. Make sure that your left foot is parallel to the back of the mat or even a little bit facing in. Pull forward into the right knee and draw the outer edge of that right hip back. And we breathe. And grow. And try to get more voluminous. And spin your palms up, shoulder blades in flat against the back, rib cage in. We'll inhale to straighten the right leg, or straighten it for short. Exhale the triangle. Slide your right fingertips first out, lengthen the right side body, and then the right fingertips down. Press back into the left shoulder. Shoulder blades down the back, lengthen through the heart. Everybody breathe. Try to grow like you're growing a vine out the crown of your head. With the inhalation, we're going to slide that right knee forward again. Back up to warrior 2. And then exhaling, just a slow cartwheel down. Right hand down. Left arm down. Right leg goes up and through. From here, let's cross our dog. So we'll bring the right foot in front of the left foot, step over and across yourself. There. And then we're going to spin on the feet, lift the hips and roll open. And then exhale, it comes back again. Magnetize your left hand down. Right leg goes up and through. And then exhale, we're going to flip the dog. So the opposite of that, bend the right knee. Pivot on your left foot. Drop your right foot gently back and roll open. And exhaling, right hand back down again. Downward dog. Come through chaturanga up dog if you wish. And breathe. Inhaling, the left leg goes up, three-legged. Exhaling, step the left foot up between the two hands. Inhaling, the torso comes up, both arms come up. Exhaling, lift the hips a little bit. Set your right heel down behind and breathe. And shoulders dropping, consciously growing. Really tune in with the texture of your breathing. like single clear point of focus. The eye gaze is out steady over the left middle fingertip. Feel everything. Inhaling, that left hip draws back. Exhaling, sliding the left fingertips forward and then tipping down. And you might be at the leg, you might be at the foot, you might be at the floor. Does not really matter. What is mattering is that this left outer hip is coming in. It's like you're growing up out of your hips. Back into the back of the right shoulder. Keep breathing. And then we're going to slip slide out of it, like tip your left knee forward again. Keep the outer left hip back. Breathe. And exhale, cartwheel down. Left hand down, right arm swims down. Left leg goes up and through. Three-legged. Exhaling, cross your dog. Left leg steps in front. Swing the hips up, roll open. Exhaling, right hand magnetizes down. Left leg up and through. Exhale, flip the dog. Lift the hips. Exhaling, left hand back down. Downward dog or through chaturanga if you prefer. And breathe. And just re-checking in with your positioning in downward dog. Exhale, soften the knees, look up, inhaling, step, hop or skip. Feet toward the hands, lift the heart. Exhale, drop the head. And we're going to come right down into a little squat. So let's do wide kneed. So go ahead and drop your hips, walk your knees open. Rule of thumb, or as I was thinking, rule of toe. So the knees are in line with the second and third toes when we're squatting. And let's come into an easy variant of this. So the elbows are in against the legs. And just giving it a really easy little kind of supported rock. The jaw is soft, the shoulders are soft, the heart is soft. Tune in with the breathing. We've done a lot of movement so far. So now just letting yourself start to settle down into the ground a little bit more. You can let your head release down. And drop your head, interact with the breath. And then let's find our way down to seated on the bum. Plop. Baddha Konasana. So the soles of the feet together. And you're taking hold of the ankles, bring your heels right in toward your hips. And then let's go ahead and take the hands back and press the feet together, reach the knees open, and with the inhalation, just lift the chest. And breathing a couple of moments here, really beam out your heart. For me, it feels good to let my hips come forward. If that doesn't feel so good to you, don't do it. Let your face open, jaw releases. And then exhaling, return to the ground. Shift forward, take hold of the ankles. Inhale up into the chest. Exhaling forward over the legs. And breathe in a few moments there. So again, press the feet together, reach the knees away from the hips. Interact with your breathing. Some of you might be in a position where you can comfortably, or where it feels nice to bring the elbows into the upper thighs and lengthen the thighs away. If it, like the most basic rule, like if it feels like it's too much or if it's too intense, ease off. Practice lightening, practice easing the body. And if it feels like your attention drifts, maybe consider like amping it up a little bit more. Always feels good to kind of pursue like a big reach of a wave, or wave of a reach. Inhaling, we roll back up again. Let's go ahead and extend the left leg out straight to Janushasana. From here, actually, let's open the right knee back a little bit. So you're gonna go that way. I think I'm actually just gonna go this way though, so that my foot isn't taking up half the screen. So left fingertips to the ground. So my hand is in front of my opposite foot. Inhaling, the right arm is going to come up and over. And we're just going to breathe. Relax the shoulders. Thinking of gently fountaining, lengthening up out of the hips. So you're not like necessarily cranking yourself over into a side bend. Pursue it as much as it feels good. But more like fountaining up out of the hips. Breathe in. Another big inhalation. And then exhaling, slow cartwheel. Bring the right hand all the way down to the ground at the right, lengthen that right side neck. And then turn the left foot down there to the ground. Inhaling, come up to the right knee. Lift the hips. Open the chest. Lengthen from the left foot through to the fingertips. Inhale. Exhaling, we'll glide it back down again. So this left arm slowly coming down in front of the body. Left fingertips to the ground. Inhaling again, the right arm up and over. Inhaling up again. Again, kind of cartwheel the right hand down to the ground. Lift the hips, come up to the right knee, sweep the left arm back, open the heart. And then exhale, glide back down again. We'll do that twice more. Inhaling the right arm up and over. Exhale. And inhale. Hips sweep back up. And exhale. Back down. Last time. Right arm up and over. Let's glide forward this time. Around the corner. Right hand down, lift the hips. And exhaling softly down to the ground. Other side. So left foot in, the right leg out. Inhaling the left arm up and over. And breathe. I scoot over a little bit. And again, like cultivating lightness here. Oh, really like your bones are hollow and light. Like you have a tree branch of an arm. All the little branching elements. And then slowly, through the space, the left shoulder dropping. The left hand all the way down, inhaling and lift the hips. Right arm by the right ear. Where's better? Like that is better, maybe. Exhale, glide back down. Inhaling left arm up and over. Exhale. Inhale, back up again. Exhale. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. Inhale, left arm up and over. Exhale. Inhale, back up again. Exhale. And inhale, lift the hips. Roll the heart open. Glide back again. And last time, inhaling, left arm up and over. Exhale, glide forward this time. Come around the corner. Hips roll open. And exhaling, go for the ground. And let's come all the way down to the belly. And so just coming into, could hardly be easier, just extending the arms out straight in front. Drop your forehead down. And just let your elbows rest. For some reason, I have an idea that people can't hear me as well. My face is in the ground. So if I lift my head, that doesn't mean that you need to lift your head. And just watching your body sort of settle right down there. Like the breath in relation to the ground, the whole spine in relation to the ground, the legs softening. Go ahead and caterpillar your hips, your legs a little further away. And then bring the hands in by the sides. Forehead is on the ground, shoulders down the back. With the inhalation, we'll come up to cobra, lead up with the back of the neck. The spine unfurls. And then exhale, pull forward into your hands, lengthen the belly. As you come back down, float your head. And again, shoulder blades in against the back, inhaling, lead up with the back of the neck. Face turns up as the spine unfurls. Exhale, pull forward into your hands. Energize the legs out in the direction that they point. Twice more, inhaling, roll up. Shoulders down, shoulder blades in. Elbows are bent. Exhaling all the way back down again. And last time, inhale. So this time, as we come down, let's try to keep the shape of the body like it currently is. So your legs are going to come up as your torso comes down. So we inhale and exhaling, so you can peel your legs up. Bring your hands back, press your palms down, backs of the hands up. Lift just my hips over. And then lift the backs of the hands. And breathe. Reach the legs in the direction that they point. We're going to come back into cobra, hands in by the ribs, back of the neck up. And we lift the chest. And exhaling, come back down to the belly. Rest your head into your arms and take a couple of moments there. Bend the knees, feet in the air. And then just windshield wiper your legs from side to side. And find your breathing. And then hands under the shoulders. We're going to zip the hips back toward the heels, child's pose. Go ahead and bring your arms back by your legs. Let your shoulders slide right off. Interact with your breath. Soften. Just really letting yourself do like the one thing. And the one thing is a combination of sensing and breathing. So it's really sensing the breath. Again, sensing yourself in relationship with the ground, with the breathing, with the space around you, space inside you. We're all at home a lot right now, and it can be really easy to feel like our attention is very divided. So just the one thing for now. Making a discipline of it, of softening into the sensation. And then we'll come back up into downward dog. So again, up to the hands and the knees. Toes to the ground. Hips slide up and back. Drop your head. Pull the shoulders down the back. Sides of the neck are long. Lift the hips. Drop the heels. Elbows are straight. Palms are grounded. Inhaling, let's take the right leg up to three-legged, and then we'll exhale to pigeon. Bring the right knee all the way to the ground, up by the right wrist. And arrange yourself there however you need to. Shoulder blades in against the back. Left leg, you probably can't see very well, but the left leg is really extending out straight behind. In fact, let's go ahead and come into a little adjustment. Reach around with your left hand and bring your left hand to your left inner thigh. And then use that hand to lift the inner thigh, chunk, up toward the ceiling. So your hips are dropping toward parallel toward the front of your mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Like a sphinx. Fingertips on the ground, shoulder blades in against the back. Shoulders long. Inhale. Exhaling, lightly lengthening all the way down. And you can drop your head onto your fists or into your hands or onto the ground. And again, another chance to decompress. Interact with your breathing. See if you can release into a sense of expansion. Maybe 2 or 3 more breaths here. Cultivating the sense of flowing out. Cultivating like the lightness that leaves inside. The buoyancy of the body. And then make your way back up to the hands. Right leg up and through, 3-legged. And exhaling to downward dog. And breathe. Lift your hips way up, way back. Relax your brain. So you're practicing like gentleness without collapse. Metaphorically, it works very well. So you're practicing being soft without being like overly giving, I guess. So we maintain our own individual strengths. Inhaling, the left leg goes up. 3-legged. And then exhaling to pigeon the other side, the left knee all the way up to the ground by the left wrist. Again, settling in. Take a couple of moments. Look for it. And then again, the right hand around behind the back. Look for your right inner thigh and spiral that inner thigh up. And shoulder blades in against the back. Lengthen up the belly. Throat is open. Face is open. Inhale. And exhaling, lengthen and extend. Back down toward the ground. And again, arrive all the way down. Receive the ground. Feel yourself like a snake in the grass. Like all of your weight resting all the way down through to the center of the earth. The very shape of you. The inhalation allowing us to sort of open up into lightness, into levity. And the exhalation allowing us to release back down into the hold of gravity. And sometimes you want to cultivate one a little bit more. Sometimes you need to cultivate another a little bit more. Ushering the breath in. Inhaling, roll back up again. 2 hands to the ground, left leg up and through, 3-legged. And exhaling to downward dog. Last downward dog of the whole class, so make it a good one. Press through the hand, lift through the hips, and up your head. Exhale, soften the knees and look up. Inhale, step, hop, or skip. Lift your heart. And exhale, drop the head. We're going to come all the way down to the back. I'm going to spin around so I'm closer to the microphone. So all the way down. For a couple of moments here, just bringing the knees together, feet are about mat width apart. Shoulders down the back, hands rest on the belly. And just receive the ground. So step right down. Experiencing your breathing, experiencing the pressure from gravity. Both knees over to the right. Arrange here, take time. Again, noticing this mountain range landscape of a bone structure of a body. Knees back center and over to the other side. And again, take your time arriving there. Go softly. Letting everything gently swell open as you inhale. And ease back off as you exhale. Inhaling, taking the knees back center. Just your hips to neutral. Extending out long through one leg and then through the other fingers interlace. The palms turn away. Reach the arms up. Big old full long stretch. One more inhalation into the stretch. And exhaling. Just relax, relax, relax. Melt right down. And arranging the body for Shavasana, bring the arms down by the sides. Take the legs nice and wide. Shoulders down the back away from the ears. Maybe adjust your tailbone down a little bit. Palms roll open. It's good to take one hand to the lower belly, one hand to the solar plexus. And please join me in chanting Om 3 times as we open our Shavasana here. So just feeling the vibration of the sound like all the way down through the toes, through the whole world. A deep inhalation. And exhaling, release the arms open again. Soften all the way down. And the exhalation and the inhalation, feeling opening through the soles of the feet, through the palms of the hands, through the fingers and toes, through the legs, the belly, the heart, the face opens right up, the scalp. The back body beginning to feel almost like you're glowing open. Effortlessly releasing into a sense of expansion. Like your own expansive nature, like the expansive, expanding nature of the universe itself. At the same time, letting that sense be deeply nourishing. And then drawing in a deep inhalation. Reach the arms up overhead. And then go ahead and make your way all the way back up to a comfortable seated position. Arms open to a T, lift the palms, the chest, the face. Inhale. Exhaling, drawing the hands together. And thank you all for your lovely practices today. I do want to say a quick thank you to the people who are able to join me financially in this. I know it's going to go away. Oh dear. It's a abysmal end. That was an abysmal end. Celine, I think you're still there. Oh, well, that's grand. I'm so glad you can make it on YouTube. Fabulous. Instagram has got like a little timer thing. And I can see when my last few seconds are ticking away. Anyway, I'm so glad that you could join. And yeah, I guess it works well enough, except for the framing is a little bit different to do it on YouTube as it is to do it on Instagram. That's all. Happy to do this. Happy to share it. Bye. That was an